Life has been happening, and we all couldn't be here today. So, we have my mom.
Hi.
We have John.
Hello.
We have Caleb.
How's it going, guys?
And we wanted to do something fun today and talk about little niches in our area because they're part of a fun little niche in our area. You want to trade?
She is not about it.
The blackberry is disgusting.
Where'd mine go?
It's right up back there.
Oh,
I opened one. I haven't opened one.
It's over there. Oh no, that was mine.
Oh, right here.
Little swapsies.
Yeah.
Little swapsies.
Oof.
She wasn't
Thank
happy
you.
with it.
Why are you turning your tab? That's your
I
It
new
was
do it,
mine. It
Caleb.
came
Oh.
from me.
He sacrificed it so I could have one.
I didn't think she was gonna.
Cheers, tribute.
I didn't think she was gonna drink the keystone.
Okay, ruby
so.
grapefruit's much better.
Okay.
Okay.
We're back in business.
Yeah, we're
good
good
to
now.
go now.
You can proceed with your whole podcast.
But well, there's not really any proceeding because we're just gonna be bullshitting. Because
Little laid back one.
yeah, because
Like
we
that
just need to
podcast?
get back into the groove.
People, like, cut this out. You gotta plug the sweater in the middle of the video.
Oh yeah.
That's why
When we okay.
because we're gonna talk about hunting.
I would have
not
worn
gonna cut
mine,
it
but it's
out.
too damn hot back here.
I tried, but
hot.
Jane wouldn't give me either one of hers.
I told you I had two.
I have two. We could have hooked you up. You be
He
too
wanted to
hot
wear his-
anyways.
Caleb wanted to wear his Western Sin.
I
Back on track.
We'll
opened
plug-
That's the reason
plug
that people
Western
at the
Sin.
lake moved.
Yeah.
I opened up the backseat of my truck today, and all I saw was golf clothes and this shirt, and I was like, "It's gotta do."
I know. I went and got golf shoes because I thought I was gonna become a golfer this year.
You are.
And since I've got my damn golf shoes, we haven't even hit the
Okay, but
damn
we're
course.
doing it this week.
I'm gonna show my golf shoes right here because they're pretty fucking sweet.
They are. They're pretty
And
sweet.
we
I'm gonna
haven't
need some.
I haven't even stepped on a damn green since I've gotten them. So
We're gonna go every day.
I need
Next
to
time I get a
get-
day off.
I need, huh?
Next
Yeah,
time
and
I
you
get-
come
we'll
with
give
us
us
when you
six.
get time off.
Give me 6 or 7 weeks, and I might get a day off.
Okay.
I'm gonna be professional
Fuck,
with
you're
that
looking
point.
at. He's looking in the damn future.
Sorry,
like,
I'm
what the
gonna
fuck?
be getting to work at 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna be stacking
Hey,
till 3 in the
maybe
morning.
have me on the what's the professional?
I'm gonna have you on the
PGA
PGA tour.
by then.
Fucking, if she's not the waste management by the end of the year, I'm gonna be pissed.
But we do have a golf tournament this weekend. Saturday.
This weekend?
This coming weekend,
Father's Day
Saturday.
weekend.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go and be the father?
The fun.
Do I have to have a dad to
Nope.
play?
They said we don't have to have a dad. They go, it's preferred, but you don't have to. So I was like, well, a lot of us don't have them, so we're good there.
Yeah.
Should have Angel just coming right on the back of the cart.
Yes. Double dog.
The golf cart's like wheeling
If
the whole
he's-
time.
I was gonna say if he's on the golf cart, it's not the front wheels aren't gonna steer.
The axles are snapping. He's like, "Oh, I am all that is man."
Steps on the back. Flat
Have you
tire.
seen
Flat
his
tire.
arms? He's just gonna pick up the
I
golf
know, this
cart.
guy's like the Hulk is scared of him.
He's gonna pick the golf cart up.
Okay, well, we gotta start bullshitting because I have some bullshit and stuff.
What are we
What
on?
are we bullshitting about?
All right.
We're bullshit. Okay, I was thinking about this last night. Where
When
do
Blake
we?
thinks it's not a good idea.
No, it's a great idea.
I was
That's
literally
why I let
laying
it
in
go.
bed. I'm like, do you guys see yourself anywhere crazy in like 10 years? Because I can't even picture where I'm gonna be next year.
Really?
I can't picture what I'm doing next week.
Blake,
Exactly.
you've done the same thing. Photos, that's your thing.
But
This
Like-
is Blake's
But
life.
you gotta go.
Photos
You gotta go like
And the video.
Play
cool
with his dog,
places.
The
podcast,
videography.
and
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Don't miss volleyball.
And golf.
Golf.
Golf
Hey,
here and there.
you're
Not as
gonna,
much,
the next
though.
Tiger Woo is on his way
Motorcycles.
up.
Tiger Woo.
Motorcycles.
that's what I'm saying though. Is like all this is so like new to me.
Hmm.
You
what's gonna be new to
PGA.
me next
PGA.
year?
PGA.
Waste
Blake's
management.
going pro. You better take me with you, dude. I ain't staying here.
Have you ever thought about like
about me?
traveling like
We're all going.
states
Yeah,
for
okay,
photos?
What do you mean I have?
Like,
you
yeah,
could,
but
like-
just like on the road all the time.
I
No.
want to. Easy.
Oh.
Finger snapping.
Easy, girl.
Oh. Mom
throwing ideas
says
out there.
no and son
Blake
says
says,
yes.
I need to go.
Yeah, I know. I would support it, but I'd be sad.
But yeah, where do you guys see yourselves in 10 years?
John, you wanna go?
I feel like I'll be at the same place. Like
You dabbled
And
somewhere
are
else
you-
for a couple months.
Are
I'm
you
happy.
only saying that though because you can't?
I don't know. I don't like change. Like I don't like it.
You don't like change, or you can't like see it.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Like,
But are you happy though?
yeah.
Okay.
See,
Well,
like
who
if I
cares?
was doing what I'm doing now in 10 years, I'd be happy. But on the other end, like I can't see, like I don't see that in my future. Like I'm like, what? I don't fucking know what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get
don't-
bored, though. You're like
I
a
kind of
mover
just like to
shaker.
go
Yeah.
with the flow.
Yeah.
Whatever
See?
happens, happens.
Yeah.
Amen.
Like if something happens, you just go with it.
Yeah. Because
Life is like
a box of
Box of
chocolates.
chocolate.
literally
Box.
whatever you get is what you get. It's gonna happen either
Except
way.
for them cream-filled ones, they ain't.
Yeah,
they
those
ain't
are
it.
gonna go. They gotta go off the board.
What kind of box of chocolates? Like the alcoholic ones, or
Well, in that case, you're drinking whatever's in that box.
Yeah.
It all does the same thing at that
And then
point.
licking out what melted out.
Yeah,
And what they
a little
were.
caramel on the side of the wrapper.
Michelle, what about you?
I don't know. You know, it's like with the diagnosis I have, I don't know if 10 years is in my future.
Oh,
but
yes, it
I'm
is.
just going to roll with the flow. I want to live life. I have a little venture we're kind of working on that's not a done deal yet. And I just want to experience everything and anything that I can, you know, just roll with it. And I want to feel it all, the happy, the sad, the good, the bad, everything in between, and do some cool shit. And whatever that means.
Well, I
I'm
think you're
down.
around the right crowd to do some cool shit.
Yeah.
We're always doing something.
Exactly. I want to learn new things and get hobbies and do stuff that I never would have ever considered doing before.
He's like, yeah, I'm on a yacht now, bitch.
Don't mess with me.
Hey, Blake, where you
I'm
at? Back
good.
at home? You got the home locked down?
And potentially being a part owner in a business, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just
Every 2 hours, Blake, be like, I gotta let the dogs out.
I don't.
Mom's gone. Gotta
Mom's
go to the
gone
dogs.
somewhere. We don't know where, but we'll just roll. So yeah,
Did John ever really say? He kind of.
he's rolling. He's
Okay.
rolling with the
Okay,
flow.
you're rolling
with the
Caleb's
flow.
the only
Okay.
one that
We're surfing the
that-
wave.
Yeah,
okay?
Caleb's thinking. Look at him.
Caleb's
He's
gotta
smiling.
go. He hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
10 years? I don't know if I can go
Okay,
with that
5.
much. For 5. 5, though, I like where I'm at down there. I have it obviously a lot different than he has.
Yeah.
Just from a work perspective. I mean, he was, if I had to dig a ditch for mainline, he was down in that ditch the whole time.
Slaving away.
Which I
I
get.
saw some of those
Slaving.
videos. You were like, you gotta send me that video of you just getting dusted out. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're like,
I
in-
get it. I mean, it's hard.
Caleb's
I'm
in the
sitting there. I'm
excavator.
in a fully enclosed cab with Bluetooth. I mean,
Heater
he is-
on.
I
This is dead of winter, too. Heater on, heated seat. He's living life, and
John's
John's out there like this.
disappeared in the dust.
I mean, John,
Can't be seen.
he's hunkered down in the
It's
ditch
not
for
where
any warmth
Waldo
he could.
is. Where's John?
I'm laying in the bottom of the ditch trying to be warm, not stay out of the wind.
digging with his hands.
Yeah. Where's the warm shit? Come on.
No, I
Hoping to hit water.
I got a little better there, but I don't know how long it'll last. I've been dabbling with mom and whatnot, and starting to think of opening up my own excavation business at the beginning of the year, and then
Well, Phoenix started his little
He
thing.
did.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
been kicking ass.
one
with
of our
that.
Yeah.
good buddies, he
Yeah.
started up his own excavation thing, and I was like, okay, like I could do it, because I've done it. I've dug for 6 years now,
Yeah.
so that's where I'm
I can
at.
have you come
Yeah,
dig my.
sorry. I'm not gonna become your ditch bitch again. I'll tell you that.
I can have you come dig
You can-
my
you can take
vegetable
Otto.
garden for me.
Otto, you can take Otto.
Because I can't find a damn rototiller, apparently.
You can dig where all the little blocks gotta go for our extension of the patio area.
I want to do that until about probably August, September, and then what we're gonna get into a little later is hunting. I went down south for the first time last year, and that's where I want to be.
Down south.
You
Change
went
my
down
voice
south.
and tone too. Down south.
Another bedtime thought I had. I was literally laying in bed because recently I haven't been able to because John and I have started a sober summer.
Well,
It's like
we failed that.
well, no, it's like
Tonight's an exception.
it's a somewhat sober summer. We're only drinking when the other one drinks. Loki.
Stupidest shit I've ever heard of.
All I
Are
got-
you drinking?
we
Yeah.
say-
All I gotta
Okay.
say though is Blake, if he doesn't have a little buzz, he is not sleeping tonight. That's
No.
probably where all these thoughts
I
came
don't
from.
think
Blake,
John
Blake
has
does
actually,
not sleep.
I don't
I'll-
think John's been actually sober, so I'm really.
I have
scared.
been sober the entire time. You can ask everybody I hang out with. I have not been
Hang
drinking.
out with John. You sit in a
I
cab
have-
by yourself. It's like 6x6.
John is in
I
the
go
middle
from
of
my
nowhere
house that is 2 miles from the shop, get in my Stinger, and I go
to the
There's
middle
no
of
get-
nowhere.
literally.
There's no
to
witnesses.
butt
There's
Egypt.
no
That's what I'm saying.
witnesses.
To the middle of nowhere.
John's
Who
up
the
in a-
But I
fuck's
don't
gonna
go to a
say-
gas station or anything because there's no gas stations
in
around
a-
here.
We don't know that. Prove it.
Okay.
He's in a
You're going to
field.
want to see
Wilbur.
my bank statements from the last 3 weeks?
Maybe you had cash. I don't know.
I'm texting your
I don't
mom.
hold cash.
Yeah, he's
I've never had cash.
in a field in the middle of Wilbur. What do you want me to do? Ask the coyote? Like,
Yeah.
what are you drinking?
Have I been drinking?
Mr.
No.
Jackrabbit, has John been drinking?
You want to ask the little mosquito
pheasants.
flying around the cab?
Pheasants.
But
There has been this fly in my stinger for the
Oh
last
my
since I
God.
started, and he's probably snitching on me about everything.
so you have something to be worried about.
I heard the word snitch. That
He has
means
some-
there's something
John
you've been
has
hiding.
something
When
to
I'm
be
by
worried-
myself, I talk shit about people. Okay, I
John's
just
scared
let it
that
out.
John's scared that this fly is talking about him picking his nose.
I don't think that's what
Hey.
he's scared of. I think it's
All
the
I gotta
drinking.
say is 21's a little young to be having to talk to yourself all day long.
Okay, it gets boring. I'll
John's
tell you that.
beefing with this
You
fly.
can listen to enough music during the day, but you get bored.
I remember though last year you guys are in the Stingers on
We'd
FaceTime.
FaceTime for like
We
for the
eight
whole
FaceTimed for
day.
hours. It
We-
wasn't 8. It was like 12 or 13.
No, John and I would turn on FaceTime. Literally.
But my headphones would die. But
whole-
all right, Blake, I'll call you back
I
in
know.
like 30 minutes. And my fucking headphones.
Let me charge
charged.
my AirPods and then I'll call you back.
Because I'd put him on the radio, and he's like, "I can't hear you." I'm like, "Okay, I'll call you back."
Listening to sad music. Oh, when am I going to talk to John
Did you
again?
guys cry together too?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, John.
We'd
and
get
I-
off. We'd get off work at night. We'd give each other a hug. Like, all right, good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is what I mainly wanted to come in here and talk about. Was like the fun little weird niches around here, because we're in a very, very, very small community, and this next thing we're going to talk about is one of the very popular things that I was around growing up, but
Not really around it.
it's crazy because I hated it growing up. 'Cause-
You wouldn't know that today though.
Yeah,
If you
because-
looked at it now today, you would not have
Yeah.
a clue.
Because when I was growing up, my dad was super into hunting, and I hated it. I don't know why. Probably because he liked it,
Probably.
and I did not like that guy. And so, but hunting is a very, very common. It's a very big thing around here. It's not a big thing everywhere. I mean, it kind of is. It's a niche. It's a niche everywhere.
In every state, it is
Yeah.
like little communities, but like it's
Yeah.
different everywhere.
No, it is. It's like everywhere. It's like dialects and stuff. Everyone has their own little thing around it. But
Well, and what you hunt.
yeah, and what you hunt
changes.
and well, yeah. So around here it's like birds,
Birds,
geese,
big old goose and duck hunters around
geese
here.
and ducks. That's the big thing around here. And so Caleb and John have their little guiding service right here. Hang on, I'll put up. I'm just gonna take a picture because I don't want to get up. But I'm wearing their sweater right now. They do a little guiding service, and they do a very good job.
Make sure you
And
plug
that's
that.
how I first got into hunting.
Make sure you
was-
plug that number.
I'm plugging that motherfucking number because when I first started working on the farm, I met John and Caleb, and
Hey. You met me first. Come on. Me.
He said your name first.
No.
He said
I said
John.
John and Caleb.
Caleb.
I'll run it back right now.
Caleb didn't know you until I introduced you to him.
Caleb was low key judging me because I'd wear starched pants.
Look, that was the first time I'd
Who's
ever
this
seen
guy?
Star
He's like,
Pants.
who's this?
Who's this city guy
city slicker?
coming to the
I'm
farm?
in
I'm
here.
sitting there running Swather crew, and I go to leave my Swather in the morning. There's just this guy with starch pants walking across the gravel, and I'm like, "What are we doing here?"
Yeah.
Probably
Who's
wearing
this?
his Gucci shoes.
Oh, he was too.
I know.
And then no, the best thing is he'd be walking, and you'd like, okay, it's just a guy. Otto's in a backpack behind him, just looking out
On
the
his
back of
back.
the backpack. I'm like, is that a dog? Like I thought it was a raccoon at first, white and black. I thought he had a little
'Cause
raccoon with him.
There's some non-English speaking people at the farm, and their favorite thing. Where's the dog?
Where's the dog? Where's the dog?
The dog. But yeah. So, guys, how'd you get into hunting?
Oh, we're
Like,
going on.
I feel like it kind of just like happened.
We're going on 6 years now because we started. I'll be 20.
Hold up. This is gonna shut off any moment. Oh, back to where we were. Boys and girls.
So are we starting? Are we gonna go from day one?
Day
Yeah.
one.
How'd you guys get
the
into
first
hunting?
hunt? So we're going 6 years now because I'll be 22, and I started right when I turned 16.
Uh huh.
And honestly, like YouTube videos and Instagram and whatnot. And then my stepdad, he hunted back in the day with his dad. So he goes, well, I have these old decoys, like old little. They didn't even have stands or nothing. We just threw them on the ground. And we found in this field. I don't even think there was a goose in it. I don't know. We just found a random wheat
We're
field
going.
we're gonna
go
of
for
our
it.
family's
We got
farm.
permission. We're just gonna go to this field.
Yeah, and we're like a bird's got to come to us, right? Like, not knowing anything about it.
They
And
have to come.
John and I get up there probably 5 o'clock in the morning. Whatnot. John Deere lawnmower
No.
is how we got into this
No.
field.
He says
So
no.
the first in the morning.
A push mower.
In the so in the morning, we didn't have the lawnmower. We hiked. What was it? 60 dozen dive bombs
I
to the
don't
middle
know.
of this
A
field.
long ways.
It was at least a half mile, maybe a mile.
Me, him, and one other, and we had
Who was it?
Taven,
Taven
Oh, no
helped us.
shit.
and we
Taven
had
was with us.
blinds. Well, we packed him out there, but
I have some videos from that hunt. I'll get
like
it.
back then, I mean, we didn't know anything about it. We just threw our shotgun in the bottom of the blind, so it's getting banged up and covered in dirt the whole way out there. And we set up, didn't know how to dress a blind, so I mean, it's just
We're just
a
sitting
big
there
old
bare blind,
blob
just
laying
laying
out there.
down.
And you think we saw anything? Maybe a Tweety bird, but that was probably about it. But I don't know, just it strikes something in me to begin with. John wasn't too into it after that one,
I
Oh,
was not happy.
John has ADHD.
but
Yeah.
I
he's
was.
he's like, nope. This new,
I'm not
this
doing
new
it
hobby
anymore.
this new hobby ain't working for me. I'm
Not
not.
I
gonna
was
do it. Not
all
gonna cut
for
it.
it.
Minutes in.
I know. 2 minutes in, nope.
I didn't even get
It
on
was
the
so-
truck yet.
It was so fucking stupid.
Exactly.
So we sat there probably, I don't know, 3-4 hours, saw a Tweety bird or two. Obviously didn't shoot anything, and something about it just like got me going. It was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this.
Yeah, because you were like, I want to see something.
And then clearly we were like, we're not packing all this back out
It's
of here.
like 3-4 o'clock. We're like, it's almost dark. By the time
oh,
we packed,
PM.
yeah, we sat there all day long, hanging
field?
out,
What
watching.
We were
field?
right on top of Pinot.
Some of our family's ground. So we're sitting there. It's like 3-4 o'clock. I was like, okay, I am not hiking all this stuff.
I'm
back
surprised
to
John
the-
stayed there that long. I'm
So
surprised.
I
given,
took a nap. I think.
Yeah,
so-
that
I was
day.
gonna say,
I
John
think I
was
took a
sleeping.
nap.
I was like,
I
John
figured
didn't go
John
to
was
Aikens and
sleeping.
get snacks.
because we weren't
I couldn't
allowed.
drive yet. He was on with the license.
Yeah, because
They didn't
he's
have
not
the
until
mower
I was still
yet.
December.
15.
They didn't even have the mower.
They had a push mower.
And
getting
so,
there.
yeah, we're not allowed driving into these wheat fields, which obviously whatever.
We have
so
to walk.
we can use a
Oh,
four-wheeler.
you were in a. Oh, you were in the wheat fields up
Yeah,
top.
Yeah.
the dry land.
Oh.
And so we can use a four-wheeler or something like that. Well, we didn't have one of them back then. And I don't know who brought it up, but we're like,
It was me. I was like, you know what? I mow my grandma's
Like,
lawn
great
every weekend.
grandma's
I'm going to get the
lawnmower.
lawnmower. She has this little wagon that like I put the grass in and everything. Like I'm done mowing. I was like, I'm gonna go pick this up. So I call her. I was like, hey, can I borrow the lawnmower and the wagon to help me get out of this
It's
field?
winter.
It was like I think it was beginning of the year.
it was early in
It was
there.
early.
There was no snow yet.
It
Oh,
was
was like
still
early
warm.
season?
Yeah.
It was still
Oh.
warm. So I'm bouncing across this wheat field.
Yeah,
And this little
if you don't know
riding
anything
lawnmower.
about a wheat field,
Oh,
they
it's
plant
like
this way.
It's like this.
No,
I
when
was going that way.
stacked, when I would stack wheat, it was the shittiest thing ever because
sucks.
they would cut it straight across.
Yep.
And they'd bale it.
They'd
the
bale
way
it-
that it goes like this.
They'd bale it. They wouldn't bale it with the rows. They'd bale it across the rows.
Yeah.
and it was the
It
shittiest.
sucks.
You were idling the whole
So
time.
you imagine John Wayne driving a riding lawnmower with a
With a
wagon behind him,
wagon.
With a wagon.
sideways across a
I'm
wheat
literally
field.
bouncing on this lawnmower. I'm like, this is dumb.
lawnmower.
Grandma, I don't know why the wagon fell
I
apart.
don't know why.
Grandma, I don't
axles-
know why there's no tires left.
I know. Oh my god.
So I get the lawnmower. I walked a mile back on myself. I'm like, God, why did I do this myself? I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna drive back. So I start driving back. We get there. We throw everything we can in this lawnmower, and I start driving. Well, it's so rough that everything's just falling out.
Yeah,
of the
it
wagon.
didn't work. We had to still drag everything
Yeah.
back at that point.
We fit as much stuff that would stay in the wagon. We took it back.
Yeah, we did that,
But
and then
it saved us like maybe 3 trips.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
that was our first hunt, and we didn't kill anything. And then I think the canal,
From
the main,
lawnmowers and wagons to $6,000 a day. Right here.
it
Every day.
took a couple of years, but we're
Every
here.
day, every day.
I know, right?
Yeah, so it's progressed over the years, and
Lawnmowers and tractors to brand new limited Ford pickups. Platinum
Platinum.
edition.
So I guess that goes into my next question.
Massage seats, don't get
Yeah.
bored.
what's the next question?
How long have you done it?
Going on 6 years. So I, as soon as I started, that first day that we got our ass handed to us in wheat fields, people would say, it's just striked it in me. And
John got home that night, and Caleb's like, "You want to go hunting tomorrow?" I'm like, "No, no."
But he obviously got you back. John likes driving around.
I
John's a
like
driver.
scouting. That is my
Yeah.
thing. I love scouting. I'll drive around for hours and look at fields. I love that.
So
That's
that's
what's crazy is that you
Caleb-
guys went from just going to a field to finding the prime locations, having everything set up.
You look at my Onyx, it's just all red pins. I'm like, whew, I need to delete some
yeah,
of these.
I gotta give it to John's a scouter. If I drive around and I find a field, I just mark it, send him a thing. He'll find the farmer's phone number. I don't know what he probably takes the grandma cookies or something.
After
'cause
I got
somehow-
to do it,
CIA.
I
Some
became a
people
little
think I'm not
scouter.
smart, but I'm pretty smart when it
I
comes to
became a
phone
little
numbers.
scouter after a little bit.
I know a
Yo,
lot of people.
I was
You
like,
keep
y'all see
calling
these
people.
birds out here?
Blake's driving to get his morning coffee from Soap Lake. Hey,
like,
there's birds.
there's birds.
Right here.
Here's
Birds
John.
in
dancing
fields.
himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's kind of grown into something a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
So,
I've been able to be a part of a deal.
Michelle's been a part of it. Blake's a part of it.
what have you been a part of?
Hey, I was there convincing the drunk guys
Oh,
about
oh.
how
we went to the
like,
bar the other weekend,
Yep.
and
We got accused.
Yeah, we did get accused.
Yeah.
We won't go there.
Yeah, we won't
We're
go to
not
that
going
one.
there.
We'll just yeah.
So these guys are talking and blah blah. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit down with them. So I sit down. I start showing them videos of our hunting and
your
everything.
videos.
Your videos that you made for.
We got to
Our
get
hunting
into
stuff.
that a little bit. A little bit later.
Yeah.
I'm sure. No,
But
I'm
next
sure.
thing you
I'll
know,
we'll have to send
these
you all the
guys
videos
are
I
like
got, like the funny
legit
ones.
interested in wanting to
Like,
do.
they were-
Well,
handshake
yeah, they were like,
deals.
hey, yo, they were like,
Yeah.
John, come back to our
They're
hotel room.
Yeah.
ghosties, so they will want to do anything. It
Yeah.
involves coming over here.
So they're asking, and I'm like, no, guaranteed. Like, my son does their videos. They're out there every day. Like, everybody always hits their limits. It's this and that. And they're like, really? You know, like, it was
I showed
awesome.
them videos and they were all like shell
This
shocked.
last
like, jaw
year-
dropped.
Yeah, speaking of limits, I was on a hunt where there was 8 bands shot.
Blake was our good luck charm.
Like,
I was
our
a good
charm
luck
today.
Good
Charm.
luck charm. So
8 bands in
Bands?
one day.
Public land too.
bands are crazy.
Public.
They're hard to come by, few and far between. But we made it happen one morning and we shot 7, and then there was still a goose running around, and I was like, that thing's got to be banded. Blake's cameraman, but I was like, he's got to shoot a band. He's got to get one. Gave him the gun. It's all on film
Headshot.
too.
Headshot
Killed it. He
engaged.
got a band. Cameraman got a band.
Yeah.
And then for like the next few weeks, we just kept shooting them. I'm like, what's going on? And Blake goes, I'm the good luck charm. I'm the
There's
good luck.
multiple hunts
And then
where you
Blake
guys
stopped
had
coming with
bands.
us, and we haven't shot a band since.
Blake got a little
The only
busy.
time we shoot bands is when we jump shoot the canal. That is the only time we've gotten bands.
Or go to the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the park.
Okay.
That's like eye candy. I go to the park. I'm like sitting there just.
And then
watching
everyone's
them
all like, oh no, it's because they banned them right up there. No, he shot a band from freaking Russia.
I got a
Yeah.
band from Russia.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
the recent thing that started this last year is GPS radio collars. So they track them GPS all the time,
It's around
24/7.
their little band.
Yeah,
around
it's like
their
little
neck.
backpacks.
And I ended up
No, it was
shooting.
2.
I
Yeah.
shot 3 of them this last year. Those are cool.
So where all have you guys hunted?
I have never left.
John
Washington.
stayed local. John doesn't
I
leave.
don't like to leave my home place. I can't do it. As soon as I get off the roads that I know, I'm car sick right away, so I can't do it.
Yeah, John stayed at home
Yeah.
base, and Caleb is random, goes wherever, and I was like, screw it, I'm going to Texas. Left Christmas morning, and to Texas
Don't
I
worry,
went.
John still got it done here at home.
So I went down there for a month with a buddy down there running for a different outfitter, and I'll tell you, Texas is where it's at.
Is it?
Everyone thinks that John needs
hunting-
Caleb, but no, he doesn't.
Hunting in Texas is way, way different.
But
whole
what?
different ball game.
What are you hunting? In
So I'm
Texas?
still hunting same geese, whatever, but same.
So I mean,
geese and
there's
ducks.
geese, but then there's like geese and then snow geese.
So down there, the snow geese and then also we got in cranes. Cranes are illegal
I've
here in
always-
Washington,
I've always wanted to hunt cranes.
so you can't hunt them here. But down in Texas, you're allowed 3 a day, and so
Cranes
crane
are
hunting
cool.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, cranes are.
Can I bring up one valid point that I think all of you were forgetting, and I'm a little hurt for him? We have the only goose retrieving toy Australian Shepherd known
Yeah,
to mankind.
Otto.
Otto.
Yeah, I
Otto,
mean,
come
I
here.
feel
You should
like-
see the pictures of Otto.
Otto,
This dog
Otto,
can
I'll
do
put
it
in a
all.
video.
Yeah.
You have
Otto
to.
brings back geese.
Yeah.
Ducks.
We
Uh,
got him
and
from nothing.
ducks.
He went and watched a couple hunts, and like you could see, he wanted it. And Blake, we brought a goose home or a duck home. We froze it so Blake could use it as a bumper.
Otto.
And Otto was a retrieving fool.
Otto
You wanna go
loves
back
it.
out,
Like,
huh?
that's iconic.
Yeah.
I feel like you just can't forget about
All I gotta
that.
say
Look at
is
him.
when
Look
you
at his little
Look at-
eyes. He's like,
he's-
I want to
he's
go
regal.
now.
John and I will be laying out there in our blinds, and Blake he sits
No.
behind us filming, and Otto's head's just going a million miles an hour looking at these
so
birds.
like after we started hunting, I started getting hunting reels because we say the word.
Look at
right?
his ears. He heard hunting.
And
He's like,
so whenever I'd play a reel and it'd be like a goose or something, he'd be like, "What? What the?"
Well, when they
He'd look
fly
at-
around here,
yeah.
you can just see he's
Yeah.
like, what the heck, what the heck. There's a
like-
video where you throw the goose wing and Henrik, the freaking bird dog, just
Yeah.
watches, and there's Otto, bing, over to
Yeah.
grab it.
Henrik was supposed to be a bird dog. No,
but I feel like anything you throw in front of Otto, he's gonna get it.
if I threw, I could ask Otto to rob a bank and he would do it.
Otto.
Don't say the BALL word though, because
Yeah.
He can spell.
He can spell it.
Spell.
Wait, so do you guys hunt anything besides geese?
Caleb used to do some deer hunting.
I dabbled
Ducks.
in the deer guiding. I mean,
John never fell a fan of that. That's a lot of walk.
yeah, John's not a hiker.
I'm not the hiker. I'm not the hiker. everyone
John
thought I
wants to
was.
just go lay in a
John
blind.
is the guy that'll drive. Tell me where the birds are. Caleb, you're waking up at 4 a.m. You're going to kill them. I'm going to wake up at
John's gonna ride his
7:30, 8 o'clock.
His John Deere tractor there.
Yeah. I'll be there in a couple hours. Got my
Yeah,
lawnmower.
John's the guy that wake up about 4 hours later, and I have to be up. And when I shoot the field out, then he goes and finds him at the next field. And
Okay,
like, all right,
there's
here we're
some
going
hunts
tomorrow.
though, but there's some hunts that I watch and I'm like, okay, I'm going on this one because this is gonna be crazy.
He's like, I'm scouting it. I'm going.
Usually,
on it.
beginning of the year, there's 1 or 2 hunts where all the birds are coming down from Canada that are just going to be nuts.
And you have.
So
to
what
do
time
that.
of the year would that be?
That's right early October. So we can start October 14th, second weekend. And it's that weekend and the next weekend after.
But there's early season too.
Early is September, but that's
There's
like
not much here.
not many birds have moved down yet. It's kind of just like the local birds that hang around. Smarter than hell, you'll never shoot them. They'll kick your ass day in and day out, but
Yeah, that's another thing. The birds know.
the birds know.
Like some of the
I
birds.
feel like we have new trucks now.
so they're
but
not.
last-
Oh, they're gonna be off their
Hey.
game.
They're
like
gonna be
gonna
off. We're gonna be
their
on. They're gonna be off. Because
Yeah.
last
They're
year,
not-
I
that's not
swear,
John.
game. New
Okay.
pickups every year.
last year I swear, I would drive around and these birds would just get up and leave the field because they see my truck.
See, they'd see John's truck, and then Caleb on the head, and they'd hear Caleb's truck.
Yeah, they'd be like, I'm gone.
I'm blowing down a gravel road with black smoke
I
coming
was just
back
saying
going
there's like
100
a
plus.
cloud behind him.
Poof.
I'm like, why are they getting up? Wow!
Yeah.
I'm driving down the road.
And then pup truck breaks again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pup truck.
I know because they
You
used to
guys
have.
hunt coyotes too, actually.
We do.
That's why they named it the pup truck. 'Cause that's
Pup-
what we always
the
think.
pup
the whole-
truck.
And now some random grandpa probably has it, and it's probably not moving anywhere because it's probably broken.
But I don't know. I still got the platinum tailgate. They might know I'm coming.
They still see Platty, so they're still scared.
I feel like if they see anyone driving down the gravel road doing 80 plus, they're like, okay, we got
If they
go.
see
Yeah.
a little
We
rooster
gotta
tail
go.
like the one you
Yeah.
leave, they're running.
They're like, we gotta go.
But then we're coming up on this year, and business has picked up. We're booking a lot of clients a lot sooner than I thought we would. John's working on it probably more than I am. And then
John's just going to find the drunk people at the bar.
yeah,
that wanna
John's
go
got
out.
it down. Caleb just
Iconic
waits for the
move.
Caleb
Caleb
waits for the people that
text
come on
message or the phone
Instagram.
calls. And
I get Instagram,
John goes out
Facebook,
and gets
and
it.
then I'm sitting at home one night and John calls me. I just booked this group. I'm like, where are you at? Oh, I'm at the bar. I'm like, well, that's one way to get them.
Hey, you got to get them somehow.
Man, and they were
hammered.
down that whole night.
The next night, we went to the rodeo, and
But we went
the
there.
next night they're like, bring me cards tomorrow. And I was like, okay, well, there's not my number on it. It's my other buddy's number. They're like, I don't care. We need cards, blah, blah. So then the next night after the rodeo, I took them cards. And then the next day I'm at work, and this guy from California calls me. And he's going, hey, blah, blah, I got your card, blah, blah. I want to send you guys.
so
and,
many blah blah blahs.
and,
No, it was
like, this guy, like,
insane,
hooked
just,
me
like,
up.
Like it just kind of kept going and going and going. Once
Mhm.
they heard the rates and everything, which weren't low, like they just were like, "Oh, we've got this group. We know these people from this state," and You
And
know,
they're like, we'll get people to come.
yeah.
So one thing I want to ask about, because I didn't realize this when I first started, bands. I didn't realize oh cool.
Like it was a thing.
There was okay.
I
Like,
wish
wow,
I
he's
wish
got
I
some
had
stuff
one.
on
I
his
wish I
leg.
had one with me tonight.
The first band that you guys ever shot, I'm like, okay, cool.
Where's yours?
That's what we talked about today.
it.
It must be on my lanyard or somebody else has it.
I never
Well-
Caleb's got all my bands.
I
He
never-
has none. I have them all.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what you can do? You can throw in a little clip of your little video where
Yeah.
you guys had all
Oh, yeah, where we
those
had 'em all hanging.
handfuls
Mhm.
of
Well, yeah, no,
bandage.
So-
like we were saying, we shot 8 bands in one day. But why is that so cool? Why are bands so
'Cause
cool?
some come from
It's
Russia.
So bands are hard to come by. So people go their entire life without shooting any. It's obviously every year banding projects, they have to get funded. So some years they're short on funds and they
So
don't
yeah,
get funded.
picture this. There's you see geese flying through the air, right? There might be one, maybe, that is banded.
In a couple thousand.
Yeah.
You're not 1 in 100, not nothing. It's a couple thousand. And so it's all funding through the state. And so if the funds are short, no bands happen. And we've obviously been lucky enough that every year we kill abundance of bands from different places. I've got a snow goose from Russia.
That was a great hunt.
The caller was from Alaska.
I got a caller
Yeah.
from Alaska. We got a couple duck bands from California.
Yeah.
And so they're just kind of all over. But I'd shot a couple, 1 a year, 2 a year. Then all of a sudden, we bring old Blaketh with us. And this
I'm
guy,
telling you.
goes haywire.
first hunt he ever comes on, we're partying at Papa's in Mose Lake for a birthday party. Blake and I sleep in the field. Windows down, dead of winter, snowing on us.
No,
Blake and I
John was in
sleep.
bed all night. Didn't go out.
Nice and warm.
Yeah.
Blake and I
Yeah.
are passing on this field. Anyways, next morning comes around. We can't drive in this field either, so we hike everything out there.
Yeah.
We're all set up, and I call, because I'm
We
leading the whole hunt.
also had someone try to kick us out of
Oh,
the field.
man.
So John, hold on. John's the one that wakes up at 5 in the morning and be like, okay, these guys are gonna be hungry. I'm gonna go get burritos. So John's the one that drives to McDonald's at 5 in the morning and sits at McDonald's for half an hour waiting on these guys to make us burritos for the morning. So then I'm driving back and I get this call from Caleb. This guy's running through the field saying that we're not here, blah, blah. We can't find the blinds. We're about to get in a fight. So I'm like, okay, we're getting in a fight. I'm coming. I'm on my way. And I get there and they're sleeping. I'm like,
No,
"Well,
I'll tell
what?"
you. People are nuts about hunting.
This
I don't know
dude
what it is.
How
literally-
many nights did you guys sleep in fields? I felt like it was,
Oh,
like
it was
a
all
lot.
the time.
No,
It
this
was just
time,
easier.
this dude literally ran out there and he was throwing his decoys.
So I
trying-
have 360 light bars around my entire trailer. We're lit up like a UFO out there.
360 light.
Anyways,
No, I in team.
I got half on that trailer. Come on now.
Anyways.
Don't put me
There's
out
not
of this.
enough
Come
in
on.
Team, Caleb.
there's 52-inch light bars all the way around this trailer. And Blake and I, we wake up at 3, 4 in the morning, and we're like, we're going to the gas station. We've slept out here all night. We're going. I dropped the trailer middle of the field, light bars running. I left them on the whole time. Drop it, take off to town, come back, and there's a set of truck lights. And I'm like, what? And so Blake and I pull up, and this old guy, beard down to his belly button probably, just older than dirt, is running out into this field, and all you see is these things go flying through the air. I'm like, Blake, what is this guy doing? He goes,
yeah, he asked us. He's like, "Where's your blinds then?"
yeah. And
We
so
couldn't even
Where
find
are you
them.
at?
We couldn't even find them because they were dressed so good.
yeah,
they were
Blake
dressed-
and I, we had all dressed them, set them out there. The snow had fallen on them. It looked so good. And this guy's just chucking decoys through the field. And so we get in this altercation. I go over to my trailer, and he walks over to me and goes, "What are you doing out here? I beat you here." And I was like, "My blinds are out here." I'm like, "I don't have decoys out because you can't set them out without leaving." But I was like, "My blinds are out here." And then Blake and I had spotlights and flashlights. 30 minutes go by, finally found him, and then blew up in his whole ordeal. They actually turned me in.
Yeah, no, there
I
was
got
like an
turned
investigation.
in. I got turned into the fishing game.
Caleb was beating up a grandpa.
Yeah. No. But anyways, I got turned into fishing game. Had to go get investigated. Well, luck, because
Yes,
you
they-
can't
Yeah.
drive.
Grandpa was pissed.
Yeah, because you can't
Grandpa
drive
was
on
mad.
public land.
We didn't though. That's
And
the thing.
so-
I have a video. I have drone
Yeah,
videos.
And so I had to go in.
That was the hunt for the 8 bands.
I called Blake and I'm like, hey, I need that drone video. of my truck and trailer parked on the main road, and
We're
us
literally
walking
running everything out there. It's in the video. We're literally running everything out there.
So that all
Thank
got
God for that.
all
Yeah.
got turned in, and then obviously nothing happened because we were legal. But that day, that hunt was something special. Blake's sitting like 20 yards behind us, and I think we had 9 or 10 people lined up. And this group comes in, I land them all, and I'm like, all right, kill them. And Blake has it on video. We sit up and just one after another, all banded.
I'm pretty sure all the
that's
bands
video
got
where
shot at the same
everybody
time.
Came up shooting.
Everyone
Yeah.
went out there and
that
was like,
a cool
"Oh,
video.
band."
Oh,
Band.
band.
And so
oh, band.
we
oh,
go
another one.
we go
Yeah.
pick them all up, and then Blake's up there taking pictures while not doing his thing. And there's just one random goose just out there running around. I'm like, Blake, I was like, here's my gun. And I have it on video. He's sitting there in the blind, and he, sure enough, goes out there, comes back, and it's banded.
Yeah.
Badass.
I think that's what we should get into now, is how you got into this. Oh, you got some
He's
other
like,
stuff
whoa,
first?
whoa, whoa. Let me get through my
Nighttime
list here.
thoughts.
Let me
Nighttime
light
thoughts.
up my
Nighttime.
bedtime
We've
thoughts.
already, I know,
Thoughts.
we've already covered how many bands you shot. A lot.
A lot.
But anyways, before we finish the bands, so when you shoot them, they have a number on them, and you go to the website and you enter the number and like where you shot it, how you shot it, everything like this, blah blah, your address, whatnot, and it gets sent in, and then you get a certificate, and it tells you who banded it, where they banded it at, how old the bird is, what sex it is, everything.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's just kind of like something, to keep around. And then it also helps them like to learn the flight path.
how far the birds are going.
And so
where
they're like
going.
what way they're going, how they're going there. And so that's why they started in the GPS collars that Blake mentioned a little bit, is because then it tracks it live 24/7. Not just, hey, it was banded here and this person shot at this date. The GPS monitors it 24/7. So anywhere it goes.
So do you know anyone that you guys hunt with that have never shot one?
A band?
Yeah.
I know quite a few people.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know quite a few.
Everybody's like, you're shooting bands? And I'm like,
No,
oh,
it's so funny whenever you post one, they always try to like degrade you.
everybody.
They always, oh, it's probably from Clay City.
Everybody.
No, bitch, it's from fucking Russia.
Yeah, I'm like, no, came from Russia. Didn't come with any bottle or anything,
Yeah.
but it
Why
came
do
from
you get
Russia.
a bottle? What are they drinking when?
Because they banned a bunch of geese like an hour north,
Yeah,
and so everyone assumes.
but they're park birds. They don't leave.
Yeah, no, they literally, you can go to a park up in Grand Coulee,
Cooley City, Grand
Cooley
Cooley,
City.
both of them.
and you can see like 5 bands walking around.
But they won't leave. You can walk up and right
you
up to
can
the
pet
geese.
them.
You could literally touch
Yeah,
them.
but
Yeah.
they will not fly away. So anytime we shoot a band, because we're obviously just south of there, like, oh, it came from there. And I'm like, no, really didn't. But
it's coming from a long ways away.
I'm like, as long as you think it's coming from there, all the power to you.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, whatever
When
makes you
wanna
feel
shoot
better.
One, give us a call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to shoot a band, you can come talk about some Basin Bird Boys.
Yeah, and everybody will be like, well, where are you hunting at? I'm like, my location's off for a reason.
I don't- no,
when
yeah.
it comes hunting season, no one.
When
can
it comes
find us.
hunting season, like locations turn off.
Ghost mode.
Everything, yeah.
Nobody's knowing nothing. We take pictures with the same background every time, so nobody
Sure
knows.
that you're driving around, you're taking a picture of the dash, the floor, your feet.
When you're scouting, it's like
It's-
ghost mode.
No, you cannot know where I'm at.
If people
Yeah.
run into you, you're just saying you're doing something else.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
driving by.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
it's crazy. It gets heated.
Hunting
it
gets
gets heated
heated.
during
It's
hunting
crazy.
season. But yeah,
Do you have any more nighttime thoughts?
honestly, no.
So we're getting into the photography side of this.
I
Yeah,
mean, what about it?
How did you come into it?
because
Like
before
I was saying-
you were not into hunting at all.
I know I
You had
hated
nothing
it.
to do with it.
I like
Nothing at all.
You were only horses. I mean, like you have your own,
fashion
yeah,
world.
your
Uh-huh.
own thing on hunting, and then us Hicks come around.
Hills come out.
I came around. What do you mean?
Obviously, Blake
Blake came out of the Moses Lake City. And
No,
he came
all
out
you
to the
need to
Soap
know
Lake County.
is that
Blake
when
came out to help me drive tractor
Yeah.
for a day because we were like
And then he
Short.
was stuck.
I know.
2,000 acres a day, and I'm like, hey, Kai said you could have his tractor if you come out and bail with me today, and he hasn't left. And that was
I know.
2 years
the
ago.
only thing to know about
Yeah.
Blake is that when winter hits, he goes to Arizona.
Yeah.
He gone.
Well,
Doesn't matter where he's going, but
he's
he's
gone.
gone.
He did stay home to help to
Yeah.
go out and do hunts with
Once
you
he
guys.
So
started
that
the
was that
hunting
first
thing,
year.
he
Yeah.
stayed.
He decided to stay, and then I was like, "Come try this," and he goes, it's cold." And I was like, "I have plenty of extra
No,
clothes and
so-
camo."
That first hunt with the Russians, That was really
That was the
fun.
first hunt ever. That was the worst. Snowing. It had just snowed.
Freezing rain.
Poured rain on us all day. He's got his camera equipment worth I don't know how much. More than anything any of us own.
Is there a ghost outside or what?
But yeah, no. So I start on the
No
farm.
one's outside.
I farm with John and Kaleb for the summer, and then one of you, I don't remember which one it was like, "Hey, you should come on a hunt with us."
I think it was me because
Yeah,
I had
I'm pretty sure it was Caleb.
Because
I
John
don't talk
was
about hunting until that's
Yeah,
the time.
because like it was like the first winter I didn't go to Arizona.
yeah.
Here you go.
But anyways, there's that first year, and I had a hunt, and I had 11 clients, and I knew it was gonna be good, but I didn't know the freezing rain was coming in the next morning, and I'm like, Blake,
And
you
they
gotta
were fun.
go.
Now that I look back on it, because like I didn't know what hunting was at the time, they were like not the best.
They weren't. They were not
but
the best.
They
but
owned up to it too. They were like,
Oh, yeah.
we're just here to fucking
We're just here to have
spend
fun.
money and bullshit.
Well,
Like, we
because
don't
I
give a
asked
fuck.
fun.
them, they're like, I mean, usually I'm like, either these birds are on the ground or like 5-10 yards, or I'm not shooting. And I mean, these things are like 40, 50, and they're like, why aren't we shooting? I'm like, because they're not close. They're like, I don't care. I just want to shoot. I don't care if we kill anything. At that
I'm
point,
pretty sure there was a point in there where you were just like, okay, just shoot.
yeah.
Just go ahead.
And so,
Have at it.
Just do
They're,
your
they're
And so
just
I was like-
shooting
I
just
was
to
like,
shoot.
all right, like we can do that, but I was like, still got to be safety. Like I'll call the shot, you guys all shoot. But other than that, and so
Yeah,
I mean,
when you're hunting, you listen. You shoot.
there's one main guy and you listen.
You shoot
It's-
when you're told to shoot.
It's safety out there.
Yeah.
I just remember Blake coming home and I was like, "How was it?" And he's like, "I had a lot of fun, actually." That's literally how he answered.
In
me.
the pouring, freezing
Yeah.
rain, dead of winter. I mean, he has some pictures of me. My face, I just look miserable out there picking up birds. I'm drenched from head to. I even wore sunglasses in the dead of winter because it was raining so
You
hard.
guys know where John was? He was in bed.
Oh yeah, because Landon showed up at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a weird hodgepodge of people.
So I had 11 clients plus Blake and I, and then I had 3 or 4 more buddies show up, and we're all crammed in there. And it just came into a free for all where as soon as I said kill him, I mean there was an army of guns going off,
And they were-
which it was cool.
Yeah.
We killed them. Blake dabbled in it a little bit, and then from there it just clicked. Blake every week, and I'm like, "You going? Yep, I'm with you." Blake and I are sleeping in fields.
Blake
pretty
and
much-
Otto.
Pretty
And
much
auto.
all the Sitka I have was gifted to me.
Literally,
Blake's
all
got
of our-
pants now.
I
He's got jackets.
pants,
He's got
I got
beanies.
jackets, I got sweaters.
I get half off a Sitka, so everybody uses my discount and whatnot, and then they all just leave it in my truck. I'm like, you gifting it back
like,
to me?
Well, no one's claimed the sweater I had in my truck for the last 2 weeks. Do you want it? I'm
Yeah.
like, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I get binoculars, Sitka, everything, and I'm like, Blake, there's clothes back there. I'm like, you take whatever you want.
Like the little lost and found.
I
It
know,
is,
lost
literally.
and
to
found.
me.
The kid at school that didn't have
I
his
know.
own
But
jacket.
we
so
all
it went
have
through the
so much
box.
stuff that nobody even notices.
Phoenix gave me some bibs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Blake just piece by piece. I mean, the next time he came
He's
out
fully
hunting,
clothed.
he had a beanie, then he's got gloves, and I'm like, what is this guy? He goes, I'll just get it all.
It's
And
got
he's
all-
just out
I
there.
found it.
The best hunt though is when you
I
have
like
your
the.
cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We'll
the
have
one
to
where
get that
John
video.
almost.
Just us
Yeah.
two. It was just John
Wait, I
and
don't know if
dead
I
of.
can put that in the video.
It was just the dead of like thicker and thick fog, and everybody was like, "No, we're not hunting today." And I was like, "We're gonna do it. We're gonna kill him." I got a feeling.
Was that Christmas?
It was, I think,
I
right
can
before
look.
it.
I have the video right here.
Yeah.
But anyways, us 3 go out there.
Oh, hold up.
It was January 26th.
So a month after
Day before
Christmas.
your birthday.
that was the day that it was over. Because my birthday was the closing day.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it ends
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right around there.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
Every-
I have the video, so I'll send it.
nobody wanted to hunt, and I was like, I'm gonna kill him. And so I was like, I'm going by myself. Like I had the trailer behind my truck. I was like, I'm going. And John goes, well, I guess I'm going then. And then Blake goes, I ain't got nothing to do the
Those
rest
are
of
the
the day.
most fun hunts, though.
Oh,
They
It's a
are.
couple
Yeah.
The
people-
weird little, the stupid
They're
little
not
buddy
Yeah,
house.
planned.
the little
Us-
buddy hunts.
the-
Just
John
go
and
with
I-
the flow and see what happens.
John and I go out there, and John's setting up blinds. I'll tell you, he's the best at dressing a blind. You couldn't pay me to dress a blind.
Oh,
I'll,
yeah, you
Fuck
couldn't find them.
that.
I'll set the decoys, and then
It's
Blake's
like 1 a.m. and I was like, let's go dress plays. I'm like,
Why right now?
Blake's taking his pictures, and I set these blinds, and I go park the truck, and not long after that, I mean, it was just rolling. and Blake's sitting behind us. Well, he has this cowboy. I don't know if they can see or whatnot, but this cowboy hat right above us, and Otto.
Just sticking.
And Otto.
And so this
wrapped in a
cowboy
little
hat is just
thing.
poked above the blind the whole time.
He's
going like
just
this.
watching.
And then there's
is
Otto's
little-
face.
And there's the camera that comes out of the
But you have
blind.
that video where you and Otto, you have the hat, and Otto's all wrapped up.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
it's a little
blanket
towel.
or whatever it is.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I had your cowboy hat but we built a
Because
little
you built
cocoon.
the cocoon thing
Little
around
cocoon.
I'll
it.
tell you, tumbleweeds are just like Legos. You can stack them and twist
yeah.
them and intertwine
They'll
them.
I made
do
a bunch of
whatever
little
they can
houses
do.
out of freaking tumbleweeds.
And so we build these little houses because obviously the birds have way better eye vision than anything you can think of. And we build this little thing, and Blake just sits back there and hangs out. Well, we had an extra blind because somebody flaked on us, didn't show up. And that's where we threw all the birds, all the dead ones, just to keep track. Because we can only shoot 4 a person, so we needed a couple more. But anyways, John clearly can't wring a goose's neck. And he goes
a little lazy.
he goes to throw it in there, and
No, it
We're-
was in there. I was
we're
like,
done.
Dude, something is moving in there. and-
it was in there. It fucking got up and flew away.
anyway,
wait,
it's all
it
on
was in
video.
there, and I'm like, something's flapping around in here. So I opened the door to the blind.
After we're done though.
We're done. I'm
We
like,
had-
okay, let's count. Let's see what we got. Let's make sure we're done. I open the door, and this bird just jumps and flies away. And I'm like, I'm just staring at it, watching it fly away. I'm like, maybe I should grab my gun? As Blake's standing straight in front of me, and the bird's flying straight, like, to the left of him. And I'm like, okay. So I grab my gun. I'm like, do I shoot? And I looked at Blake, and I looked back at the bird. I looked at Blake again. I was like, all right, boom.
But
You
we
almost
shoot.
shot my kid.
No, he was to the side.
The video proves I
Yeah.
moved.
So we're each
Blake
allowed
ran
4
real
birds.
quick.
Yeah, we're allowed 4 birds, so we had shot our 8 or whatever, and they're in this blind. So somebody opens up the doors. I think it was me, because John was
No,
standing
I
by.
have the video of me opening it.
No, I think you were by your blind, and I had opened the doors, and Blake was behind you, and whatever it was. But then this goose just takes off. That was our limit right there.
You were out in the decoys,
Mm.
and I was at the blind, and Blake was behind.
Oh, I'm yelling at
Yeah,
John.
yo,
Yeah,
you
he's
were like,
"Shoot the
John!
bird!"
I'm like, John, shoot it! And then Blake's like standing there because his camera's set up behind him. So he's in the film, Otto's in the film, and then there's John just watching this
I'm
thing
just
fly away
staring at
from
him
him.
like, what? Hey,
And I'm
bye-bye.
yelling. I'm like, shoot it, because that was our limit. Like, we were going to pick up and everything. I'm like, shoot it. And then all you see is Blake duck off to the side, and then, boom, and the goose dies. And you hear Blake yell at John, too. He goes, John! Kill me! It's just fun little things like that. Because
Oh
I
yeah, that sounds fun.
I
That
love
was fun. I was dying.
I
almost got
love
shot.
taking clients, like, don't get me wrong, but
The little buddy
nothing
hunts.
beats buddy hunts.
Buddy hunts
Yeah.
are the best.
You know what? Like, of course, I'm never there, right? Because
should-
You
know,
hear
we
th- you're-
know
we should
Mama
take
Lawetta
Michelle
doesn't
this
do
year.
the
You're
cult.
at the before and
But-
after.
But the video when you had the Montana crew, that
Those
crew
boys were fun.
seemed to be having the time of their life.
They've
like,
never
and
seen
the
it.
comments and stuff that they left, it was
Mhm.
just so cool.
The whole video that Blake
Like-
made of them coming.
well,
was
but you can just see like
When-
how
Well,
much
so,
fun they had.
The
you know?
first 2 days they were here, you guys
Wait,
were in
Montana or
Ellensburg. They were
Texas?
Texas boys.
Oh, the Texas boys.
But
Oh, was
anyways,
it Texas?
you guys
when
were
they
in
came off the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
you
thought it
guys
was
were in
Montana.
Ellensburg for the first 2 days, and it was not going your
Wasn't
way.
going good.
Yeah.
You guys were getting beat up on the river. I mean, just couldn't find anything. And finally, the third day, Riley, one of our buddies, reached out to me and goes, "You got anything?"
I
And
was
John and I had a field loaded.
Oh yeah.
And
We
we're
got
like,
something.
we got.
Wasn't that when they flew out?
That was the day.
That day they flew
Yeah.
out. Right after
So
the hunt.
I have 14 of us, and they go, we have to leave by 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, I got 2 hours to do this. I'm like, all right. And so they show up, and we get into them. It's snowing on us, and I mean, we shoot a couple volleys, and then once our birds start, they don't stop, and once they stop, it's done. And so it started rolling. We shot a couple, and
You have-
finally a wave came at us of a couple thousand, and they're all sitting there. You can hear, because in the blinds you can hear people laugh and giggle and whatnot, and you could hear them like, holy, what is this? What is this? And I was like, you guys want to watch a show or you want to kill them? They go, what can you do? And I said, just watch this. And I got them to spin all the way around, and I landed the whole thing. It's on video. I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 landing right in front of them the whole time. And it was pretty sick.
Shit.
That video was awesome. Like you could just feel the exuberance.
It's cool.
in
They
that
came off the
video.
plane dancing and whatnot.
Yeah,
like, that was
so
sweet.
And
they got a little bit of everything.
out of the fucking airport.
They got a little bit of everything because I hate water. You won't get me to
Never.
hunt water,
I
nothing.
don't- yeah.
Water
I remember when
sucks.
we were in Montana and Caleb was like, "Fuck this." He goes back
I'm
to the
going
trailer.
I was like,
he went and slept in the trailer.
I
because he
hate
didn't-
water. You won't get me to hunt water, nothing. I can hunt a field. And so you were over in Ellensburg getting beat up on that river. And then finally that third day, and they
I was
came
in a
over.
fucking tree.
He was like up in a
I see a
tree.
Literally.
picture. Blake had scowled a tree like 20
I
feet
was
up.
literally like prying myself into a tree to get videos of this hunt.
I just can't do water. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't.
Caleb walked a
own-
mile back to the trailer to
I
go
did.
sleep in the trailer because he hated the water so much.
Blake and I mobbed to Montana. We thought we were in a hurry, and so there was two trucks and a trailer. And Blake and I were in the other truck, and we're like, we're in a rush to get to Montana. Blake and I didn't stop nowhere. We drove straight through. The other crew behind us is stopping at every other sports store and everything.
I know.
And Blake and I are like, what? And so we beat everybody to Montana.
We're
and-
scouting.
Yeah, we're scouting. I'm like, Blake, we gotta go get.
We're
something
knocking
to
on
drink.
doors. We're
I mean, Blake and I drove. We ended up in Montana, and then obviously that first morning,
Some of my
we hunted
buddies-
the water, and I was
some
like,
of my
nope.
buddies were in Montana. They're like, let's do something. I'm like, I'm sorry,
We're busy.
We're
Like,
busy.
we
we're
gotta
scouting.
go.
We can't do it.
And that first morning, we went hunting just a random pond, and I was there. I maybe lasted an hour. I'm like, I don't have anything to get in the water. I hate water. I'm going back to the truck, which I
Nothing to do
did.
with this.
And
Oh,
then
Caleb was like, no, I'll be out of this bitch.
yeah, that next day, Blake and I drove 5 hours south. It was 5 hours round
Yeah.
trip. We went south of Montana all the way down. Found some birds. We couldn't get on nothing.
No, that lake was like littered.
Black.
It was black.
It was black.
And I go up there and they're like, well, my mom passed and she doesn't really let people hunt, which, I mean, you get a lot of those, like, don't want you to hunt. And so I was like, all right. And then we ended up finding one in downtown Montana school district
Yeah,
field.
100 yards from a damn school.
And
And I was like, no,
we're like, this,
no.
I'm like, we can't hunt this. Like, this can't be.
Like, there's no way this
very
is
entertaining
legal.
in the video. I was trying to catch him off.
Nobody can see it.
And,
I
yeah,
got it. Oh.
I'm pretty sure we didn't even go to that.
we didn't. You and I
Yeah.
were like,
I was like,
nope.
I am not hunting
Behind a school.
100 yards from a damn school.
Because the school's right there, and I'm like, it was the only blue on Onyx on our app you can hunt. It was the only one, and it's downtown Montana. And Riley and two other buddies are like, we're doing it, and Blake and I are like, We had an Airbnb on the golf course. Blake and I, we're staying back.
I was like, we'll go drive by and see what's
Yeah.
up, but we'll
We'll drive by, and I'm like, you better give me your card or something. If you get put in jail, I ain't bailing you out with my own money. I'm like, you're going to a
There's
school.
No way.
They shot him though. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that Montana trip was fun, but you have a different perspective on photos for hunting. You bring a different realm into it. The videos Blake does are
They're
crazy.
I think, who was at the Ellensburg one with the tech? Were you there? Were you
I
there?
think it was you, Riley, Matthew, Blake Gibson.
With the Texas boys?
Caleb and I stayed back. We stayed here.
Yeah, we were hunting our own fields, and that's why Riley came on the last day, because we were shooting them over here, and you guys weren't.
Oh.
You guys hunted that little pond and then the river.
The one like by Matthew's house.
Yeah, the one right at his house.
Cause like that field we went to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we did. Oh no, that wasn't with the Texas boys.
No,
So
that was a-
what
that
does
was a
that
different
have
one.
to do with?
Oh, cause
Caleb?
like I was just saying that was like one of my favorite videos was like the little Ellensburg situation with like the snow and shit.
Oh, it was
Yeah, I
like what,
love
4
that
feet.
one.
There were 4.
There was
That
a
was so
it
cool.
had just snowed, and
It
that
was like fluff.
yeah, and it was super. Like nothing really got shot, but it was still cool.
I don't think I could pick a video. Because if you go look through his Instagram, my Instagram, whatever, they're all on there, and I don't think I could pick a video. Everyone has its own, like, cool part.
Yeah.
Our best hunts were north. That were like the crazy video ones.
No, you know the one that actually surprised me? Was this last year. Blake, partying guy, ends up in Idaho with Riley before we were supposed to hunt.
Oh,
You
when
guys
we
went
went
to
to
that,
like Coeur.
You guys went to
the-
Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
It was
And
a Halloween costume.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Halloween
they were
party.
Halloween dressed up, and I was like, Riley, you're not gonna make it. He goes, we'll be there. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, the Halloween video.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
The
yeah.
Halloween video was by far. And anyways,
That one was cool.
you
Yeah.
guys show up in the morning. Blake, I have pictures of this, videos of this. Blake is passed out across the back
I
seats.
probably
Will not wake up.
slept most of that hunt.
You did.
So he's passed out.
I was next to Blake. I'm tapping on his blind. Blake, wake up.
We set everything up and whatnot, and then we go park the trucks. Blake's still asleep. When we park the trucks, he finally gets up and like limps out to the field to us, and he's
like,
laying
"Why,
in
I'm
his
here."
blind. I could have swore I heard him snoring next to me, but apparently these birds. It was so short. It was so
I'd
fast.
wake up and be like, I remember that because
It was like we had like
Because yeah.
it was
I remember
3
that.
wads of just giant things, and there was only 6 of us. So I mean, only 24 birds. We were done in 3 goes, and at the end of the hunt, we're doing this thing, and I asked Blake, I'm like, hey, I was like, I know you were sleeping. Like, you want all the videos for my phone so you can make a video? He goes, I got it. That was all he said.
I got it.
All he said, and then 2 days go by. This Halloween video pops out. I don't know how he ended up with more footage than I ended up with, and I was awake the whole time.
I know. I was like, I gotta do something crazy with this shit because I have nothing. I was like, I gotta do something.
And it turned into the coolest video because that
that
was
morning,
awesome.
the sunrise in the background
Uh-huh.
was
That was
something
hilarious.
else.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you want my footage? No, I got it. That was all the words I got out of him.
I got it.
No, I
And then he
literally,
went
I
back to sleep.
literally.
Yeah, he did
No,
too.
I'd literally wake up and okay, I go back to bed.
It was 3 goes. I think we were out of the field by 8:30 in the morning. We couldn't shoot till 7, and we were out by 8:30.
It was a good hunt.
And Blake, Blake, I don't know what he did or how he did it, but he ended up with everything plus more than I
Like
ever
sleeping
even
on his
got.
phone like this. It's just motion.
I'm like,
he's
Blake,
used to it.
I'm
He's
like, I didn't even
this.
see your
Muscle
camera
memory.
pop out of
He's
the
just, like,
blind
going
next to
for
me.
it.
I know. Well, cause like I like close the blind, but I like poke it out. The dogs are sleeping. But
I think this year though, you gotta get we gotta get you into it more. Actually,
Like,
shooting
The reason
more.
Blake didn't like doing it is because it wasn't like when he started. It was just us doing our thing, not like everyone trying to do it all at the same time. And Blake's like, I'm not really into it now.
well,
Blake was
I
getting
think
pulled.
what's
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
getting
Like
pulled between
that
2 different
was-
groups trying to
well,
yeah,
go.
more
that's
than
what
that.
screwed me up
Yeah.
was like the whole.
And then there was a little bit of, there was some
It was more like
backstory.
it was
yeah.
like 3 groups because you
Yeah.
had Landon,
Yeah.
and you had
Yeah.
us, and then you had like your other stuff going on. Blake's like, I'm just overwhelmed. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I was. I don't think I'm gonna go with the buddy hunts. A little chill shit, but
But this year's new year.
We'll make Blake go.
New
I'll
year,
drag him
new
out of
way.
bed. As
Yeah.
New thing.
Let's go.
It'll be fun.
Once we get off tour for the PGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got- we
have
gotta
We're
to
go.
golfing this. We're
prioritize.
golfing this week.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, lucky
Yeah.
you.
We're gonna
Michelle and
Yeah.
Blake are getting into golf.
I be on suck.
Okay.
You know.
We
We're done with the hunting thing. We're getting
Yeah.
into golf now.
Yeah.
we were in a tournament
We did.
Yeah,
not
we
too
did
long
do a
ago.
tournament.
2 weeks ago.
We were second place.
Blake's first tournament
Ever.
ever.
First tournament ever.
Second time you played?
That's the
Third time?
second placer.
Second
That was
placer.
We
You
shot.
guys got to win this.
We
Father's
could have
Day
got
one.
first, but you know, there's
We
just
shot-
better people around here
We
than
shot
we thought.
11 under par, and then we took second. But there's one this weekend, Saturday morning. Have to update you guys on it, but we're shooting for it.
We're gonna get her.
We're gonna do
We're gonna
something.
You
get
guys
her.
Don't
got to
worry.
get some practice in this week.
I know,
Don't worry,
but
John
this
will be
week,
at work, so
this
he
week,
can't go.
Michelle
We'll
and
go
Blake,
watch.
we're gonna go golf.
Go watch
Yeah.
what?
You guys,
Them golf.
I have work.
I'm gonna break you out.
Yeah, we'll see about that one.
Yeah.
but anyways, this week we're gonna go golf, us 3,
Yeah.
and
We're gonna mic
I
up.
think we're gonna mic
Mic up.
up. I think
We're
that's the
mic
plan.
Yeah.
Mic
you guys
up.
can mic me up in the stinger, and I can act like I'm there with you
You
guys.
can FaceTime with them.
Anyway, they think I need to teach them how to golf. No, I don't know.
You just gotta swing for the fences when you start.
I'm-
learning. You
I'm
start-
a
you start
John
knowing the
swing.
men-
I'm a
the fences,
decent-
I swing for the
Decent
fences.
coach, but I think it'll be fun. Really fun.
If you're mean to me though, I will knock you
No, I'm
out.
not mean
It's
at
not
all.
gonna be like us when we were
Okay.
trying to watch you ride your bike. We're not gonna
Yeah,
laugh.
that
at
was
you.
friggin' mean as
Me
hell.
and Blake were just laughing.
No, I'm not
Can you
mean
guys
at
help
all
me?
when it comes to it.
Their concept of
We're
helping me
just-
was just making fun of me and laughing at me.
Really?
Little assholes.
I no, I'm not mean at all. I like try to get you to understand it, whatnot. Apparently, I haven't witnessed it, but John and a couple other people went to Lakeview a couple weeks ago to golf. And I guess John, as a golf coach, he ain't it. Because
I
he
heard
said,
he yells a lot.
yeah, I heard he yells a lot.
Friggin' bully.
Don't do that.
You can't be
Stop
that
doing
kind of
that.
leader.
I heard he yells a lot, and then he goes to hit the ball and it goes straight right too. So
Hey, I didn't go in the pond. Okay, I made it over the pond.
that'll be fun though.
Oh wait, what hole is that? When you have to hit over the pond.
Hole 2
Yeah.
at Lakeview.
Yeah.
Over the pond.
Everything like if,
There's a lot of
when I
houses,
go to
though.
hit the ball, if you're to my left and behind me,
Get
you
out
are
of the
in
way.
danger.
Get out of
I
the
don't
way.
know why, but it goes hardcore like behind me.
It does a 360
Yes,
or a 180.
I'm like, what the hell?
We'll fix it.
Yeah, that's
But-
been like 20
'Cause I
some
golf
years ago.
Probably way too much. What, 4 or 5 times a
Caleb
week?
goes every day.
Morning and night.
Morning and night. I'll golf
Caleb goes
36
at 5:30 in the
36
morning.
holes a day.
God. He sends me videos every Saturday at 5:30 in the morning, pick up golf balls from the weeds because
He
everyone
was
loses their
not-
balls.
He was like golfing one morning we hadn't slept. We were at Erica's. It was like
at
5
5
o'clock. in the
a.m.
Yeah,
morning.
we had just passed out from drinking all
And I'm
night.
showing up to go
No,
golf.
we were all still awake. And
You
No, me.
were
Me,
you were
yeah.
sleeping on the couch.
I went home.
Everyone should have been passed
Yeah,
out
we should have
because
been, 'cause we were
yeah,
there
it
for
was
24 hours at
5:30
that
in the
point.
morning.
Yeah, and
But
I showed
no.
up at 5.
Caleb walks in thinking we're just waking up, and we're like, yeah, we were just thinking of going to bed.
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
And, Erica, one of our friends across the street, she goes, "You want a beer?" I'm like, "It's 5 a.m. I'm going to golf." And they're like, "Oh, we're going to go to bed." I'm like, "What?"
I haven't been to bed yet.
Yeah. But I guess with all this being said, folks,
Yeah.
we're gonna close the box.
John's got work in 6 hours, so he needs some sleep.
John also only lives 30 seconds down the road, so.
But
If
still.
The way he
Drive
drives,
home.
27 seconds.
Yeah,
27.
23.
Yeah.
We're closing the box because
It's going to be a good podcast.
It's
though.
been fun.
Yes.
It was good talking.
Thanks for having us, Blake. It was a
Yes.
great time.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for hosting us.
if you want to hunt, you know
Hit
where to
'em
find
up.
them.
Get a hold of us.
Don't call 18.
Pick 'em
Don't
up.
call 8088. Call 1627.
All right.
All right.
All right, we'll see you guys
See
you later,
next
See you
guys.
one.
later.
Bye.